Close encounters of the bug kind.
The Scarabin, Kriknak. Kriknak once had his horn snapped by Thane. After being healed by Marja, he became one of her most loyal servants, and is willing to do anything for her. Kriknak's swarm and tentacles are his most powerful weapons, and he also has amazing mobility, allowing him to launch a surprise attack from anywhere in the battlefield if he wants. This horrifying scarab will surely become a nightmare for those victims at midnight. Passive. When Kriknak's skill hits an enemy, his next normal attack will deal additional damage. Skill 1. Kriknak summons larvae to attack the enemies, dealing physical damage and inflicting the Mark of Horror. Other damage from Kriknak will trigger the Mark, dealing additional magic damage to the enemy. Triggering the Mark will reduce the skill's cooldown and restore some mana. Skill 2. Kriknak charges forward, dealing damage to enemies in his path. Hitting hero units will restore his HP. Skill 3. Kriknak greatly increases his movement speed, and activate the second part of the skill's effect. When activating this skill again, Kriknak attacks the target area, dealing physical damage and applying movement speed reduction effect. Kriknak is an assassin-type hero. He is capable of high burst damage, but is weak on sustaining damage output. Kriknak's burst is dependent on the damage of his ultimate, thus his combo is usually played around the cooldown time of his ultimate. The usual combo uses skill 3 to find a chance to strike, then take advantage of the movement speed bonus to use skill 1 on the enemy, and follow up with the latter part of skill 3, normal attack and skill 2. In the early stage, Kriknak focuses on getting to level 4 as quickly as possible. Once he reaches level 4, he usually focuses on ganking. The first gank doesn't have to ensure a kill. Regardless of its success, it will increase our success rate in killing the dragon. Furthermore, Kriknak has a very quick tempo as a juggler, so players must master the tempo to go on the offensive to ensure control of neutral resources. During mid-game, Kriknak needs to clear wildings and target the enemy's core heroes to pressure them via ganking. If the enemy mage or marksman has no mobility skills, then we can force them to use flicker and repeatedly harass them afterward or even kill them. When encountering an enemy hero with mobility skills, Kriknak can use ultimate first to make use of the movement speed bonus to close the gap. Use skill 1 to bait the enemy's movement ability, then use the second part of his ultimate to follow up and maximize his gank success rate. The middle of the game is when Kriknak is at his best, and the result of the game is often decided in this period. In the later stage, Kriknak is still capable of causing high burst damage, but as he is quite fragile, it is difficult to safely cut into the enemy's back line. Thus, in the later stage, we will use the combo of 3-1-3-A2 and maximize skill 2 to leave the battlefield. Furthermore, if Kriknak doesn't have certainty in instantly killing an enemy, try not to initiate. It is better to leave it to the end to finish off enemies or coordinate with allies' control skills for a better effect when he enters the field.